92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The girl on the phone for a second date update today says that she went dancing on her first date with the guy that she wants to call. She said they went to a dance class. Didn't specify which kind, so I'm assuming probably out there learning all the new dance moves that the kids are doing out at the clubs, like the foxtrot and the Lindy Hop and the Charleston Chew.
Yeah, that's one.
Is that right, Denise? Is that what you hip cats were out there doing?
No, it was salsa.
Cutting the rug?
Like how she's like, no, you idiot. We were just taking salsa class.
Salsa
okay?
class. Okay, that's a little more boring than what I
that's
thought.
Too bad.
All right, so yeah, it says that you guys went. So you took a salsa class with the guy you want to call today, huh?
Yeah.
And what's his name?
Mark.
Mark. And how did you meet Mark?
We actually met on a dating site.
Were you both already interested in salsa, and that's how you guys linked up?
No, it kind of came about randomly because we were sort of bonding and joking about our past dates and how boring they were, like the usual dinner, whatever, movie, boring thing that never really works out to like a second date. So we kind of were like, if we went out, we would do something totally fun, and salsa dancing is what we came up with.
We would learn the dance of love. Was it fun?
Yeah, I mean, it was super fun. We decided to meet up like a half hour before across the street at a bar, and
Good
we
choice.
had a couple of drinks. We laughed a lot, and, you know, he was really funny, and we had a great time. And we went in to do the dancing, and we were horrible. Like, we were both really bad.
Yeah.
Which could be awesome. I mean, if you're both laughing at yourselves during the whole thing, like, it could really be attractive.
Yeah, exactly. And he had this really great laugh, too, and awesome, like, hair, too, that I just wanted to touch the whole time. But anyway,
Hair. Okay.
Are you the creep that was smelling his hair the whole time?
it was just, like, really, like, soft and fluffy. I don't know. It was
That's we get. You know, we do a lot of these second date updates. We rarely have women fawn over a guy's hair, so he must have a fantastic haircut.
It was just like the right amount of curl, you know.
Do you like his personality at all, or was it just the hair that did it for you?
Oh, no. Yeah. No, he was great. His personality was awesome. He was really sweet and just, like, made me laugh. I mean, like I said, when we were dancing, we were so bad, and we just made each other laugh the whole time. It was great.
And even though you're bad, I mean, there's still a lot of physical contact in dancing. Was there good chemistry between you two?
I thought so. I mean, it wasn't, like, super mushy romantic, you know, like there wasn't, like, this huge spark, but at the same time, I feel like we were kind of just distracted by the fact that we were salsa dancing and we sucked.
It's probably hard to be romantic and make a lot of eye contact when you're trying to count in your head.
Exactly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 10. Yeah, just when you're awkwardly trying to dance, I
You
can
sound
understand
graceful.
that. Did you guys do anything other than dance together?
I mean, we danced and then, you know, we went home pretty much right after that. I think it was, like, said goodnight. And that was the sort of weird thing about it. It was like, I was totally down for a kiss, you know, kiss on the first night. But he just gave me a hug.
Did he make any plans with you to see you later? Like, we got to take another class because we're so bad.
I think we kind of were like, oh, yeah, let's meet up again, you know, sort of that casual thing that you do. But, you know, we had talked a lot on the website. So I guess I kind of assumed, too, like we were going to follow up.
You said he gave you a hug at the end. Was it the kind of hug where it's like he moved slow? Or was it the kind of hug where he was just like done and didn't want to see you again hug?
I should have, like, really paid attention to that. I guess I was probably too busy, like, just wanting to kind of grab his hair and touch his hair. So I just went in for the hug, and, you know, it was like a hold and release. It was a hold and release.
A hold and release. Okay, so that could be just a moving slow hug then. You didn't ask him for like a lock of his hair or anything, because that would have scared him off.
No.
Is there anything awkward that you could think of?
I guess just, like, I was totally expecting a kiss. Like, there was a couple
Yeah.
moments, even, like, when we were dancing that I thought, you know, like, when we, you know, you take breaks and you listen to the teacher or whatever, I thought that he was going to kiss me, but he totally didn't. He was just, like, leaning in to, like, say something funny. So that was kind of awkward, but nothing huge, you know.
How long has it been since your date?
Let's see, 2 weeks?
2 weeks?
maybe?
And have you talked at all?
No. You know, I sent him a couple of text messages or whatever, but I haven't gotten any response.
Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update and find out if something happened, okay?
Thank you.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Today's second date update is brought to you by passion. Yes, the kind of passion that comes with salsa dancing. The hips gyrating back and forth and the fast-paced movement of your legs, creating eye contact and love that only two people can share when they salsa dance. Passion. Find it online or somewhere, anywhere. Denise went salsa dancing on her first date with a guy named Mark, but Mark is not calling her back. That's why she's on the phone today to do a second date update. Denise, anything you want to say to us before we call Mark?
No, I guess not. I'm nervous.
You're nervous right now? Are you nervous he's going to say something bad, or what are you nervous about?
No, I mean, I guess I just hope he's not too embarrassed, but whatever, he'll get over it.
Not too embarrassed being on the radio and a second date update?
Yeah.
Or too embarrassed because we know he's a crappy dancer?
We do know that.
The radio thing, yeah.
Okay. All right. And if you're just tuning in for the second date update, they went salsa dancing. They had a fun night. At the end of the evening, he just gave her a hug when she wanted a kiss, but she's really not sure what happened. So let's find out right now by dialing his phone number and getting him on the phone, okay?
Okay, sounds great.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Mark there?
Yeah, this is Mark.
Hey, Mark, how are you? My name is Jubal.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Mark, I don't know if you know who I am or not. I host a morning radio show. It's called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What's going on?
Well, I'm actually calling you today because one of our listeners sent us an email about you.
Okay.
Her name is Denise, and you guys recently went salsa dancing together.
Whoa. What?
Yeah. It's a segment we do on our show. It's called the second date update. So if somebody goes out on a date and then they get blown off, they ask us to get that person on the phone and ask why. So Denise wants to know why you're not calling her back.
Oh, my God. She called a radio station?
Yes, she did.
I knew this was a bad idea.
You knew what was a bad idea, going out with Denise?
Well, sort of. I feel guilty. There's just like really no future for she and I, I think.
Why do you say that?
Look, I'd really rather not like get into it, but if you talk to her or whatever, definitely tell her she's cool and great, but like nothing's going to happen.
So you thought she was cool and great, but there's no future between you two, for sure.
Yeah.
Can you give me anything more than that?
I don't know.
You said just a second ago that you feel guilty.
Yeah, it's just that she's probably not the only girl that like feels that way, and
What do you mean?
it's just that she there have been a lot of sort of one and done kind of dates that I've been on recently with like a bunch of different girls, and
So you're dating around a lot?
No.
What do you mean, no? You just said that you're taking lots of girls out on dates and not calling any of them back. I mean, that's fine.
They're not like dates. I mean, it's not like it's...
How is
what are
salsa
they,
dancing
then?
not a date? That sounds exactly like a date.
Well, even from the get-go, even beforehand, I don't plan on calling any of them back.
So why go on dates then?
They're not dates. They're not dates. I use the sites. Well, all right. Basically, I'm married.
What?
Whoa!
What did you just say?
I'm married. I'm very happily married.
You are not
So then-
obviously very happily married if you're on a dating website going out on dates that you refuse to call dates.
I promise you that my wife and I are very much in love, and I'm not cheating. I don't kiss any of these girls. I don't hook up with them.
You just lonely or something
Basically-
and you want companionship when your wife's at work or something? What's...
No. So my wife and I, our 5-year is coming up, right?
Your 5-year anniversary?
Yeah, our 5-year anniversary. So I had this whole idea that I wanted to do this big surprise for her where basically I've been going out and I've been taking dancing lessons with different women. And these girls are helping me practice, essentially. They're like dancing partners.
You are so full of crap, I can't even believe it. You're trying to tell us that you're just learning how to dance by being on a dating website.
It's kind of smart.
Yes.
You're such a... Oh my God, I want to cuss so bad.
Honest to God, it's the truth. Look, I mean, I start talking to these girls, whatever. I only go with people that I think I would have a good time with, and then, we go out, we dance, and half the time I even tell them what I'm up to.
So why not tell everybody? Why not just go, hey, I need a partner to dance with because I want to learn to dance for my wife for our anniversary?
Because it's about my wife. It's not about bringing somebody else in on the thing. I'm not trying to include some girl in my 5-year thing.
Why are you on a dating
Oh my
website?
God, I'm so frustrated.
Because it's an easy way to meet people. It's people who are willing to go out and have fun.
No.
They want to engage with somebody. And, I could put up some ad on Craigslist, but I might get some creep or some, weirdo.
What are you talking about? You can go to a dancing studio and they find a partner for you.
Well, I've been to classes before where they have an odd number of people, and I just end up standing in the corner, dancing by myself.
So would you say it's accurate that you're faking going on dates then?
No. Because I don't think that there's anything that I'm doing on the date that is anything that would lead these girls to believe that there's a romantic thing.
Okay,
yes, every person on a dating website thinks that there's going to be a romantic thing. That's why they're on the dating website, dude.
Look, I'm telling you, these girls have really fun times. I have a really fun time. I'm not a jerk. I don't treat them poorly. And in my opinion, I think what I'm doing is way better than what most of these guys are doing on these apps and on this stuff anyway, where they're just trying to get hookups. On my profile, too, it doesn't say I'm looking for a relationship. It says I'm just looking to have fun.
So what should I tell Denise then? Oh, hey, sorry, he's married?
If you're going to talk to her, I would hope that you would include that I thought she was really great, and I hope that she can, I'm sure she's going to find a really great guy because she was really cool.
Well, you could actually talk to her because she's actually on the phone listening.
Yeah, you are a f***ing liar and you're crazy.
Yeah.
You need mental health.
What is going on here?
Denise is actually on the phone listening, so she's heard this entire conversation.
Yeah, ass. You used me.
Used you?
You made me believe that you were taking me out on a date. You made me believe that.
Well, if you think back on the conversation, I didn't allude to us dating or anything like that. There was never.
Are you
and I was
kidding me? It's a dating website. Every conversation you have on a dating website is alluding to you dating. What do you think the point is? Just to be friends? Yeah, I don't just talk about hooking up with a guy the entire time. You're trying to get to know each other. There's so much more to it. You're crazy and you're a complete asshole. Thanks for ruining my dating experience.
Look, you are pinning this all on me, and this is not my fault, okay? If you had asked me at all, I would have been totally upfront with you. If you had just said, hey, are you seeing other people? Are you, what's your deal? Are you married? I would have totally been yes, I am married. I love my wife.
Oh my God, it's so dumb.
That is ridiculous. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So dumb.
Yeah, well, other girls asked, and I told them, so.
So there you go.
What?
What are you going to tell your wife? That, oh, honey, just for you, I signed up for a dating website, and I have been going out with random women learning how to dance.
Well, I'll probably, won't tell her that part of it, but what I will say is that I took 4 months of dance classes for her. That I went and spent all this time and energy trying to do something romantic.
Hey, I have to ask the question no matter what. So, Mark, would you like to go out on a second date with Denise? We'll send you guys out again for another salsa dancing class or something.
I need to take more classes, so,
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding. Now everything's out in the open, and it'd be, like friends going for a dance class.
Oh.
I think Denise would rather kill you.
I hope your wife leaves you, seriously.
So is that a no?
Yeah, I think that's a very strong no, Mark. Thanks for your time, though. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck on your dance classes, okay? I hope your wife loves it.
Thank you. I think she will.
All right, and Denise, there you go. That's why you're not getting a call back.
Well, I'm glad I found out, at least.
Well, you should have asked to begin with, apparently, Denise.
Apparently, yeah. For now on, I'm going to ask every date I go on, are you married? Are you just here to make some bullshit for your wife?
Yep, I think that's a good idea.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 that says, see, that second date update is proof. Never do anything to try to impress your wife because no matter what you do, you'll always lose.
Oh, man.
Talking, of course, about the second date update from today. This girl named Denise wanted to call a dude named Mark. They met online. They were going out. They went out to a salsa dancing class, had a fun time, and all of a sudden he just kind of dropped off the face of the earth. Well, it turns out Mark has been dating a lot of women off of this website and taking them to salsa classes.
Yeah.
And he doesn't actually think that they're dates. He's just going with these women so that he can learn to dance salsa to surprise his wife for their anniversary.
Yeah, never mind the fact that he doesn't tell anybody that he's married or that he leads them on.
Well, that's not true. He said that there was one girl that asked if he was
one
married,
girl.
and he was
Sorry,
honest, and he
yeah.
said, yes, I am married, and I'm doing this for my wife. Other than that, he's just
What a
duping
catch.
girls into going on dates so that he can have dance partners because he can't do it with somebody that he already knows because they might tell his wife. And so he's basically going on dates
I will
with
say,
women to learn salsa for his wife.
that is the most elaborate excuse for cheating I've ever heard in my life.
But he's not
But
cheating.
he's not cheating.
That's the
Cheating,
thing.
going on a date with someone else is cheating, you guys. It doesn't matter if there's a physical.
I don't know. I mean, he's
Hands.
not calling him back. He's not carrying on a relationship. He's just going out, doing some dance lessons, and then going home. He didn't do anything with her at the end of the night. Didn't even pretend that they were going to go on another date.
And not telling his wife about it, and not telling her how he learned how to salsa dance.
She should be flattered that her husband's hot
Oh, that's
enough
what it is.
Yep.
to get all
I
these
see.
dates
Of
for
course,
her.
you're
It's like, you know how much work it is to plan all these
this
dates and
poor
go out
man.
with people to learn to dance? And a text in
That
at
is-
78592 that says, OMG, I think I danced with Mark once. We took a class. He stepped on my foot and broke my toe. Not mad. Just saying his wife should watch out. Another text in at 78592 that says, hey, Marky boy, for your next anniversary, just do what most of us guys do. Throw some jewelry at her and call it a day. See? Just proof. Stop putting in the effort, guys.
Right?
All
That
right?
is.
You're just going to
good
get you in
evidence.
trouble.
Uh-huh.
All right, remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Lincoln South Food Hall in Bellevue. Fitness for foodies. From carb-loving meat eaters to vegan and everything in between, we've got you covered. Grab a quick lunch or come for happy hour. You'll leave craving more. Order online at lincolnsfh.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
We get a lot of second date updates on this show from people who go out with their coworkers, which obviously makes it a terrible idea, but don't stop doing it. Continue dating your coworkers because we need the content on the show. So
It's great.
keep dating your coworkers, having them get all screwed up, and then emails for a second date update. Just like Tara, who's on the phone right now. She apparently went out with one of her coworkers, and now he's not wanting to go out with her again, and she doesn't know why. What's up, Tara? How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
I always
bad.
wonder if you're calling to actually get a second date or more to make things less awkward at work.
Yeah, I mean, I guess a little bit of both.
What's the name of the guy you want to call today?
Josh.
Josh. All right. And do you work closely with him? You see him every day, or is it just a dude in your office?
I don't see him every day. He's not on my team or anything like that, but he's there, And
All right, so your email said that you were set up with this guy through friends.
yeah, we were set up by other work friends.
Oh, they just wanted to create drama, something interesting happening in the office space.
I was skeptical about it, I have to be honest, because he's sort of like the quiet guy in the office, seems a little bit shy, but I ended up agreeing to it just because my closer friends in the office, they were like, no, we have a good feeling, just go.
What'd you guys do?
I thought the first date, we were going to just keep it super, super casual. And so we just basically went to a bar right after work for happy hour.
Good.
And it ended up going so well. He really opened up. I basically saw him in a new light,
Wow, that's
And
great.
yeah, and we drank a little bit more. He kept me laughing. And by the time that was over, I realized I don't want this date to end.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
so
such a nice feeling.
It's so good.
Yeah, so then it ended up being more than what I thought of just getting a drink after work. We went to another bar, and after that bar, we were walking outside. We saw this random music shop,
and I guess he plays the drums. I didn't know at that time. We went in and he just starts playing the drums and he was so good.
Oh my God. So by this point, you're in love.
Yeah. By this point, I joked with him and I was like, okay, write me a love song on the drums.
If this guy does a magic trick, I'm saying you're lying. Like if somewhere along the line he like...
No, I just, the night, it just kind of kept going. We went to a food truck. We got some, we went to...
How long did you hang out with this dude?
Like a 10-hour date.
Like a long time, and I never saw this coming.
Yeah.
So wait, what happened? I mean, did you guys part ways or?
Yeah, so he basically walked me to my apartment, and we did kiss.
Ooh.
I mean, maybe more so like make out, on my front patio, and we said goodnight, and that was it.
Okay.
That's nice.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah, it sounds like a pretty great date.
Yeah, it was really, I was so surprised. The whole thing, I was just like, wow.
What did you text your friends at work who set you up? Because I know you gave him an update.
I did text them that it went really well, but I didn't want to be too much about it.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was at work the next day, I saw Josh. We sort of like flirted here and there. We laughed. We basically talked about how like we had so much fun the night before. We did make plans to hang out the next week.
Okay.
So then over the weekend, all of a sudden I get a text from him, and it's this really short text, and he basically just says, hey, I know we had plans to get together this week, but I actually can't make it anymore.
Like,
Okay.
did you?
And no other explanation?
No other explanation, just basically, and not even like to a specific day. Like, no, it was just like, I can't.
So wait, did you text him back? Because maybe he just misses social cues sometimes. Because you said he was really quiet.
So I did see him at work the next week, and he seemed so weird. Like something was definitely off. He was like a little timid around me. It seemed like he was sort of avoiding me. And I approached him about it. I did. I was like, hey, is everything okay? And he was like, yeah, I've never been better. And I'm
Awkward.
like, okay.
I've never been better now that I canceled my plans with you.
Yeah.
Right. And then I was like, well, we should reschedule our date, right? Like we talked about it. And he's like, yeah. We'll reschedule. I'll text you or I'll call you.
Weird.
Okay. And he hasn't reached out at all?
Nope.
Oh my
Nothing.
God.
Other than saying that he's doing great.
That he's doing great and that he would text or call me to reschedule, but he hasn't.
But nothing. All
I'm
right.
like so invested in this after that dreamy description of what a
No.
great date you went on. I feel like I was there, and now I feel like slighted by him.
I know, and I'm trying to think like now, of course, I'm getting in my head and I'm like, okay, well, what did I do? What happened? What did he find out something about me? Did something I do scare him off?
Do you
Or
have like a dark past?
Yeah. Is there something he could have found out about you?
no, I'm a normal girl.
Okay.
Just a couple murders.
All right.
Just a couple murders.
We'll play a song and then come back and call him and get your second date update, okay?
All right. I need your help. This is good.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Tara is on the phone and she doesn't know why her coworker named Josh doesn't want to go out with her again because according to her, her date was magical. They were set up by friends at their office and then they went to happy hour. Happy hour turned into dinner. Dinner turned into a music shop where he showed her that he knows how to play the drums. And then that turned into a food truck and then something else turned into something else, and then there was another thing turning into another thing. Anyway, they hung out for like 10 hours before they finally made out on her porch when he walked her home. And then since then, he said that he's doing great when she's talked to him at the office, but he hasn't asked her to hang out again, and she's wondering why, and she can't think of anything that could have gone wrong.
I'm invested in this because it's like if the perfect date isn't enough to warrant a call back, what is? Like, what more could he want from you?
Yeah, you're telling me.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird, and you literally can't think of anything.
No, literally the only thing I can think is that maybe it just all happened too quickly. And the more he got in his head about it, he's like, whoa, I'm scared. Or like, this is just too much.
That would be
Yeah.
best case scenario for sure.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
usually people can pinpoint something they think went wrong, and to you, your date was just awesome. So yeah, maybe that's it. Also, maybe it could have something to do with the fact that you're coworkers too. Like maybe he's like, oh man, I liked her, but I don't want to like date somebody that I could see every single day
Then
at
he
work.
shouldn't have gone out with her
Well,
to begin with.
He did though, and maybe that's the reason. I'm just speculating. I'm not
I
saying that is
know.
the reason. All right, I'm gonna dial his phone number right now. Okay.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Hey, is this Josh?
Yeah.
Hey, man, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
The what?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
You busy?
A little bit right now. Is this important?
Well, is true love important? I don't know. I think it is. I think it's an important thing.
That's no pressure.
What?
Josh, I'm calling you today because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask why. And we recently got an email about you.
About me doing what?
I got an email from somebody who went on a date with you.
Okay.
Okay, and they say they had a great time, but they also say it seems like you don't want to go out with them again, and they're wondering why.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Do you want to know who it is?
We're not saying you did anything wrong.
Yeah, man, you're
she's
okay.
she's trying to figure out what she did wrong.
Who is it?
Her name is Tara,
Okay.
and you guys work in the same office.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, and Tara emailed us, and then we talked to her a little bit about your date. She said that you guys had a great time, and you were even making plans to go out again, but it seems like you don't want to go out with her again.
I didn't say that, but we had a good time, yeah.
So is she misinterpreting that? Because she said that you canceled the plans, and when she tried to say, okay, so when should we reschedule for, then she just didn't hear anything back from you.
She told you that.
Yeah.
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 Well, that's kind of weird. I would say things changed and I didn't call her back. That's all.
Okay, what changed?
I don't even know how to explain it. The thing between me and Tara is so confusing. I don't even know how to explain this to you at all.
Okay, well,
Really?
can you try?
Yeah, I can try.
First, I'll tell you what she told us, and then you can tell us your side of the story. She said you were set up through coworkers. You guys went to happy hour, and that turned into like a 10-hour event where you did all sorts of things and hung out for quite a while, and then you made out. And she's seen you around the office since and even asked like how you were doing, and you said things were great, but you kind of like canceled a date on her, and then now you're just not really seeming interested. Is that the truth?
Partly. All I know is this. We went on a date, we kissed, and she's telling everyone in the office we did a whole lot more than that.
What do you mean?
Oh.
I guess she was talking to a bunch of ladies in the office and really bragging about how good I was in bed.
Wait,
But you guys didn't hook up.
No.
That's weird
Huh.
because she didn't tell us that you hooked up. She said
Yeah.
you guys ended the night with a really good kiss.
And that's true. We had a really good kiss.
Okay.
Okay, but to the people in your office, she told them that you guys hooked up.
Yeah,
And that you were good, it sounds like.
I guess so. I wasn't there for it, but that's what's happening.
Are you sure that
Nice.
it's not just like a miscommunication through the gossip chain? You know, like maybe she said you had a great makeout session and then someone else added to that. And by the time it got back to you,
It's like they hooked
you guys
up.
were boning or something.
I don't know what she said, but whatever she said has gotten the whole office into a tizzy. I'm getting so much female attention, I don't know what to do with it.
Really?
Wait, what do
So
you mean?
other female attention, like other chicks in your office want to go out with you?
Yeah, more than one. In fact, I've already gone out with one of them and did some of the things she said we did with the other girl.
Whoa!
So you're getting a bunch of action from your office mates because of her lying or saying something about you guys going out.
She's like your
We
wingman.
don't
Yeah.
even know for sure that she was lying. What if this girl that you hooked up with was setting the whole thing up so she could get in your pants?
You're right. I don't know. All I can say is dozens of women are eyeing me every single day ever since whatever Tara said. It's been snowballing.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Well,
Dude,
aren't you
play
curious
that.
to find out what she said?
I mean, a little bit, but in another sense, I really don't care because things are going so well for me right now.
All right, well,
Oh, dude.
I'd like to know, and I think we should ask her because, Josh, Tara's on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Tara's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
No, she isn't.
Yes, I am.
What's up?
What's up? Are you kidding me? First of all, who was doing that? What women are asking you out?
Look, Tara, I can't be in the middle of this. This is really between you and them.
So you really mean to tell me you're not going to tell me who you're, like, sleeping with in the office?
Look, the only reason any of these women are interested is because of what you said. So what did you say?
Yeah, what did you say?
Yeah.
what did I say? I don't know. I'm like, who knew that Josh, the shy one in the office, turns out to be this like Hercules, king of the world? You should be groveling at my feet, okay?
Sounds like you did a great job talking him up. Now everybody in your office wants to sleep with him. Yeah, you did a really good job.
Hold on, Tara. No girl just makes up lies about sleeping with somebody when they haven't slept with them. That's not like normal girl talk.
Honestly, I don't know why I did it. It just kind of came out. I was in the moment hyping the whole thing up. And when it got to the very end of the date, I just wanted him to sound like he was even better than he was. And I had a feeling that we were going to go out again and that it actually was going to happen the next time we went out.
So you did tell people that you guys slept together. It's not like
I think I might have maybe said that to one girl.
Tara, that is awful.
Well, it worked out for him.
Yeah, exactly. It's not awful as far as Josh is
But
concerned.
you guys, like, we're forgetting something here. Like, now all of a sudden I'm left in the dust. Like, it's like he's forgetting that we had such a great time together.
No, I didn't forget that at all, Tara. And I'm grateful to you.
Yeah, you're grateful to me because I'm the one that's now, like, hooking you up with all these other girls because I'm the one that, like, talks you up?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you were the one who was bragging about me, and now I'm the one benefiting from all your lies. So what do you want me to do?
Seriously, Tara, I feel like you should be grateful that he's not super pissed at you. Like, if some dude went out with you and then told all his buddies he slept with you when he really didn't, you'd be irate.
Okay, first of all, like, I told one girl, but then what I said to her got blown up in proportion probably to every other person that they told in the office.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
You can't blame her. It's your fault. You can't blame her for telling someone else. It's your fault for the lie.
Yeah, you can't get mad at Megan, and she has nothing to do with it.
Wait. Megan? Are you kidding me?
Uh-oh.
So Megan's the one that asked you out and you slept with?
Oops.
I didn't mean to bring that up or anything.
Tara, you have no right to have drama at all. You're the one that created all of this.
Leave Megan alone.
Okay, but Megan is the one that I told, and clearly it's totally messed up. That now, right after I have this confidential talk with her, she goes and like flirts with Josh, and now she's the one going on dates and getting screwed. Like, literally.
Tara, this is really awkward. I think for me, probably you. Can we talk outside of this thing that I'm on now?
Well, not yet, Josh, because I do have to ask, would you like to go out on a second date with Tara? We'll pay for it. Megan's not invited.
No, you know what? I don't even want to hear his answer. Like, I don't even want to go on a date with him again. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Are you sure, Tara? I hear he's really good in bed.
Oh, my God.
Where'd you hear that from?
I learned my lesson, you guys think. And you know what, Josh? Remember this. You were the shy guy before I came along, okay? So you go have fun, do whatever you need to do, and at the end of the day, you know who you can thank for everything.
I would like to thank you and go out to dinner.
Oh, my God.
No,
really grateful.
no.
Oh, my God. You've created a monster, Tara.
It's going to be real fun seeing you around the office now, so
Yeah.
let's have fun with that, buddy.
I bet.
All right. Well, Tara, are you going to talk to this Megan girl?
Oh, yeah, she'll be hearing from me.
Oh, come on.
I wish I was in your office just for like a couple days now.
Come on, Tara, don't get so upset. You know, I'm just a little busy. You know, you're going to get your turn, too.
You know what? Dream on, asshole.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Somebody texted in at 78592 and said that second date update needs to turn into an awkward Tuesday phone call. Kind of agree. If you missed it, Tara went out with her coworker. His name is Josh, and everything went well. And they ended up with a goodnight kiss, but he wouldn't commit to a second date. We got Josh on the phone, and he said that Tara had been spreading rumors that they slept together on the date when they didn't.
Yeah.
And she was bragging about how good he was to all of his coworkers, which was a lie. She claims she exaggerated the events a little bit to make the other ladies in the office jealous of her life. But since then, rumor has spread, and Josh has gotten a lot of attention from the other women in his office, and he's all booked up for dates now because everybody thinks he's an excellent lover.
And what was upsetting to me, at no point did Tara ever think, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have lied.
Yes.
No.
Like, that was never a realization she came to.
He said he's still open to another date with Tara.
Yeah, I bet. Oh,
Yeah.
a lot of dates are right now.
Tara's not really interested, so no second date, but I think Josh is going to be just fine. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call
92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Have you guys ever gone out on a date with someone who is so incredibly attractive to you that it makes you feel uncomfortable?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, until he took his front tooth out.
Oh, it's that guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that'll decrease somebody's hotness pretty quick. Tiffany, who is on the phone with us right now and wants to do a second date update, she emailed us, and that's one of the things that she put in her email. She said the guy she went out with was so attractive it made her nervous, and she didn't know how to act around him. Hi, Tiffany. How are you?
Hey, guys. I'm good. How are you?
Good. So you went out with a really, really hot dude, huh? And you couldn't control yourself. Couldn't concentrate.
Definitely couldn't concentrate. I was so nervous.
That's awesome. Where did you meet Mr. Hottie McHotterson?
Well, I met him through friends, and, like, they showed me his picture and everything, and I was like, oh, he's really good looking. But, you know, sometimes people aren't like their pictures, but when I met him, I was like, oh, God, he looks just like his picture.
Did you almost faint right there? That's what I picture you doing right now. Like, oh, my God, and then you just fall down.
That's how it felt. I was like, I'm woozy.
Oh, my God.
You felt woozy when you met him. Okay. So you guys went out, and what did you do on your date?
We went out to dinner, and I had a little bit to drink because I was, like, you know, trying to stay calm. And I know I probably had a little too much drink, but whatever. Then I was like, let's go to my favorite karaoke bar. So we, like, Ubered over there and drank some more, and we ended up back at his place, basically. And I know for sure we made out and we did stuff.
Oh, God.
And
Is it kind of hazy?
it's a little bit hazy.
Okay.
A little bit hazy. Like, I'm not sure exactly when I went to bed, but I woke up at 7 and he wasn't there. And I, like, waited because I thought, you know, maybe he went to, like, go get food or whatever. So I waited, like, an hour and a half, and he wasn't coming back. So I just, like, left a note.
Did you wake up in his bed, or did you wake up on the couch?
No, in his bed.
With clothes on or with clothes not on?
I had some clothes on.
Yeah. I mean, you said you guys did stuff, so you woke up and he was gone, and you haven't heard from him after that at all.
No, and it was a week ago, and, like, I had left a note being like, had fun, you know, whatever. And then, like, I texted him a couple times this week, and I didn't hear back at all.
Did he mention anything about, like, having to go to work in the morning or something like that? Is there a reason that he would be gone that he might have talked about?
I remember.
Okay.
Not that I remember.
Yeah, he might have told you anyway, but you have no clue. Like, hey, I'm going to be leaving the country tomorrow morning for about a week, so I won't be able to be contacted. You have no idea.
No.
What did your friends say about it? The ones that, you know, introduced you to?
Well, one of them's just being weird about it, like, doesn't want to talk about it, and then the other one just says she, like, doesn't know and, you know, hasn't talked to him or whatever. So I don't think they know anything.
Or they just don't want to get caught in the middle.
Maybe.
If it was just a one-night fling and that's what it is, are you going to be okay with that?
I mean, I'll be bummed because he is so hot, but I just want to know, like, I just want to know what happened because I thought we had so much fun, and yeah, it's just, like, weird. I mean, I'm not unattractive. Like, I don't think, you know.
Well, it is weird to wake up in somebody's place and have them not be there. Like, I wouldn't leave anybody in my house. I would have, if I had to go somewhere, I would have woken you up and been like, you need to go.
Time to go.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Like, I had to, like, lock the door. Like, I was, like, lock the bottom lock and was like, okay, I hope this is okay because I don't really know, you know?
Now, you said it was hazy and you don't really remember all of the evening. Is there anything that could have happened on your end to make him not want to call you back?
Nothing that I remember doing. I don't think so.
Do you get weird when you get drunk?
I think I'm just fun. I don't know.
And you said how hot he is. You didn't focus on that the entire time and talk about it, right?
No. I tried to not talk about it because I was so nervous.
All right, and you haven't heard anything back from him at all?
Nope, not any response.
Okay, well, we're going to play a song, come back, call him, see if we can get him on the phone and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yep, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, if you're just joining us for the second part of the second date update, Tiffany is on the phone. She wants us to call a dude named Garrett, who is so incredibly attractive that he just made her nervous and she couldn't handle it, so she had to get drunk.
Of course.
In order to handle his beauty. Tiffany, are you about ready to give Garrett a call?
Yes.
All right.
Have
and
you
remember, they went out for karaoke after having a few drinks, went back to his house, messed around, She woke up in the morning. Garrett was gone from his own place. She didn't know where he went. She tried to get a hold of him. Nothing. She hasn't heard anything back since. How long did you stay at his place before you left? I know you told us earlier, but...
Like an hour and a half.
He didn't leave a note, a text message, nothing?
No, I left a note for him.
Any chance that he has a girlfriend?
Ooh.
I don't think so, because our friends set us up. I don't think they would do that.
And there was no, like, girl stuff at his place?
Yeah, come on. In an hour and a half, you went through a lot of stuff. Let's be honest.
I didn't see anything.
Okay, yeah, you didn't deny snooping through his stuff, but that's understandable. I would do the same thing. All right, well, I'm going to call him now, see if we can get him on the phone and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hey, I was looking for Garrett.
Yes, this is Garrett.
Garrett, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
From what? I'm sorry?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. Radio show.
What's going on?
Well, I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners. She emailed us about you, and first of all, she said that you were incredibly handsome, Garrett, so it's an honor to talk to you on the phone.
Okay. I'm sorry, what are you guys calling me about, though?
Well, the girl's name is Tiffany, and she emailed us about your date, and you haven't been calling her back. And she's confused if she did something wrong or if you don't like her.
Oh, yeah. What did she tell you about the date?
She said that you guys went out, had some drinks, sang some karaoke, went back to your place, messed around. She told us that she was drunk and she's having trouble remembering some of the date.
Yeah, it was a little bit more to drink than maybe I would have done on a date.
All right.
Is that
Hey, in her defense, she said the reason she drank so much was because you were so handsome she couldn't handle it and you made her nervous. That's got to be a little bit of a compliment, right?
I guess so, yeah.
All right. What was the most annoying thing she did?
Well, she sang that, that song, Girls Just Want to Have Fun?
Yeah, Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah, that Cyndi Lauper song.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if she was so drunk, if she knew she was doing this or not. She sang it twice.
At karaoke?
She sang the same song over and over.
She was obviously like up for having a good time. You know, she was putting a lot out there. You know.
Well, but why wouldn't you just text her back and just say, "Hey, I don't think it's going to work out"?
She was drunk. You know, even after karaoke, it was just weird. You know, the whole night. Even
What else did she do that was weird?
Come on, you're killing us.
It's fun to hear drunk stories.
Okay, I don't know. She was so drunk. I wanted to take her back to her place.
Okay.
And she couldn't even remember her address.
What?
Oh, that's not good.
That wasted?
And that's why you went back to your place?
I mean, part of me thinks she even did it on purpose, just to go back to my house, you know?
That can work for a girl. It never works for a guy when you're like, I don't remember my address. You should take me back to your place. They're like, no, how about I put you on a bus and you just figure it out?
I guess I was just really embarrassed over what happened, so I just needed to get out of there.
Embarrassed for her? Embarrassed because you hooked up with her?
What else happened?
I don't know. I can't really talk. I shouldn't talk about it.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah,
What?
Hey, dude, Garrett, listen. She's the one that emailed us and asked us to call you. She wants to know what the reason is that you're not calling her back. So if it's an embarrassing story about her, she's willing to hear it.
You promise you can't repeat this to anyone. You won't tell this to anyone else.
Well, I can't promise that because this is going to be on the radio, but Tiffany wants to hear it.
I don't know. Okay.
Come on, what is it?
So we're at my place, and she pulls down my pants.
Nice.
Oh, gosh.
That's not a weird thing that happens sometimes.
She's down there. I think I know what she's gonna do. She grabs my stuff and starts singing into it like it's a microphone.
That's amazing!
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Did you go from like so excited to just so disappointed?
So confused. I was so confused.
Can I ask her song choice?
Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
She's singing her karaoke song
That's amazing.
into your special microphone.
Yeah.
He got a song job.
Yeah.
But
That is funny, dude. I would have laughed. I mean, I'd laugh about that. It bothered you that much, though, that you don't want to call her back?
Well, it wasn't just like a joke. Like, she was doing the whole performance. She was like, come on, you know the words. Come on.
How'd you stop it? Did you just, like, try to kiss her and be like, oh, get back up here. This is weird, yeah.
No. I told her, I said, go wait on the bed. I have to go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom and just stayed in there for 20 minutes until she fell asleep.
She doesn't, dude, when we talk to her, she doesn't remember any of that.
I think she sounds...
I knew she wouldn't.
Hey, Garrett, I think we should refresh her memory. What do you think?
No, I don't want her to know anything about this.
It's too late, Garrett, because she's on the other line.
Oh, my God.
And just heard everything you said. Tiffany.
Oh, my God.
Hey, little songbird. How's it going?
Oh, my God. I'm so embarrassed. I really don't remember doing that.
You definitely did that.
Oh, God. I think it's awesome.
Oh, my God.
You ever done anything like this before, Tiffany? Is that your move?
No, not a move. Not a move.
Not a move? Okay.
Tiffany, do you think it in any way maybe could have been like you drunk being funny?
I don't think so. Doesn't sound very funny.
I think it sounds
hilarious,
hysterical.
yeah.
I'm really sorry, Garrett. You totally do not need to text or call me back. I completely understand. And if you could just do me a favor and not tell all of our friends, I would really, 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 really appreciate it.
I'm fine pretending it never happened.
Tiffany, if you think about this, Garrett really doesn't need to worry about telling anybody because you just did this in a second date update and it's going to be aired on the radio.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm super excited about it, and that's awesome.
It could be a funny story.
Dude, I think you need to own it. I just think you need to own it. I mean, Garrett liked you enough to go on a date and hook up with you that night.
Yeah, but you say Garrett went out on a date with her. That was before he knew that she was going to sing into his microphone.
She sounds like a fun girl who's up for a party no matter where the party happens to happen.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you, Brooke. See?
Hey, Garrett, would you like to go out on a second date with Tiffany? We will pay for it.
I feel like it's going to be pretty awkward after this.
It's only awkward if you make it awkward. It could be funny.
It could be awesome.
Garrett, I'm really sorry about everything that happened, but I mean, I feel like up until that perfect, embarrassing moment, like, we had a really good time, yeah? We were having a lot of fun.
Yeah, we were having fun. It was fun. It was a little weird.
Garrett, what's it going to hurt to go out on another date? Like, think about this. That's a pretty innocent thing that she did. It's hysterical and funny and awkward, but it's not like she did anything where you don't like her as a person or you just didn't get along at all. It sounds like you guys got along great. Yeah. Why not give it another shot?
All right, let's do this.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah, it sounds like this isn't something you will do again to me.
I promise you that's only a first date move. I mean, unless you want me to, and if things are going well, then,
Never know.
Dude, she sounds awesome.
Tiffany, start picking out your song selection now.
Yeah. Branch out from Cindy.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Danica is on the phone with us. Today she wants to do a second date update to a guy named Mike. Apparently they met online and went out, and she's very upset that she's not getting a call back. Danica, how are you?
I'm all right.
Oh,
Right.
honey.
Are you okay?
Well, I mean, I just feel like, I feel like I screwed up a little bit on this one. So, I don't want to cry. I feel really, I feel pretty emotional, and I just feel like it was my fault.
Oh, sweetheart. Calm down.
Are you nervous to be doing the second date update right now? Is that part of the reason that you're emotional, or are you this emotional about the date that you went on?
It's like everything. I mean, it's obviously, I'm not trying to call and be all emotional on the radio. I just, when I start, I just, sometimes I can't stop.
Yeah. Take a few breaths. We're here to help you out. All right?
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
So tell us about the date.
Well, that's the thing. I was supposed to meet him for dinner, and my dog Monkey, I had to walk her before I left, and she wouldn't go to the bathroom, she just wouldn't go. And I couldn't leave because she'll go in the house.
Yeah.
So I ended up being 5 minutes late.
5 minutes late?
That's not even bad.
It's not it shouldn't be a big deal to be 5 minutes late.
Did something happen to your dog?
No, my dog is she's fine.
Okay.
Fine.
I thought maybe you were upset because something happened to your dog.
I'm just thinking that, I should have been there, and I should have been on time, and I just, I think it shows, poor.
Okay, but you were.
I like to be tardy.
Yeah, but you were 5 minutes late, though, Danica. It's not the end of the world.
I just felt bad, though,
All right.
Okay.
Hey, Danica, 5 minutes is not really a big deal. 15, 20, 30 minutes late, that kind of gets annoying. 5 minutes late, trust me, I doubt he was really that upset about it.
Well, I mean, 5 minutes is fine, maybe fine for a normal date, but what if it's the one, or it's the one you think is your dream man?
Did you think this guy was your dream man?
I met him online, and he is everything that I want in a man.
Okay, wait, hold on. Had you
I'm
ever
telling
even...
you, I'm not like this. I'm not like this.
Okay, take a deep breath. Again, you're going to be okay, Danica. Did you talk to him for a long time before your guys' first date?
Well, I mean, obviously, we talked a couple times, but just his profile is everything.
All right.
Sorry to laugh.
Well, it's
Yeah,
a lot.
keep it down, Jose.
Sorry, dude.
It's okay. I mean, I know it's kind of funny to some people, but it's just kind of how I react.
Well, it's not necessarily laughing at you crying about the situation. It's more, it was 5 minutes late.
Yeah.
And for most people, they would not get that worked up. If that's how you express yourself, that's how you express yourself.
I guess so.
Did you were you this visibly upset when you actually met him?
Well, I was, yeah. I mean, I was driving, and, of course, I was, getting emotional in the car, and I was mad at my dog, and, that's hard. And then I got to the restaurant, and, I realized I hadn't even combed my hair, and my mascara was everywhere. And so I was just trying to be, I tried to play it off.
So it was obvious that you had been crying.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And I excused myself to the bathroom to, go, get it together,
Yeah.
And I came out, and I sort of just lost it again, I mean, I just think he was so sweet, and I started telling him about Monkey, and it was...
What did he do when you started crying?
He's, looked really surprised. He's a sensitive person, so sure he was upset for me, but he was, being strong.
So you guys continued the date after you were crying about your dog?
Yeah, I mean, once I told him what had happened with Monkey, and, it made me feel better. We had eaten, and then the date was sort of over anyway, so...
Okay. How did it end with him?
He gave me a hug, and a really super loving hug, and he just made me feel better, and I said, can I get a do-over? This isn't me, this isn't how I am, and I texted him, a bunch of times, not that many, but, enough that I probably thought I would hear back from him by now. So I don't understand why he wouldn't let me just have a do-over.
Yeah, but Danica, if I went out on a date with you like that and you started bawling on the date, it would probably freak me out.
Yeah.
Either that or I would start crying too, and then we'd just be a mess, just the both of us at the table.
Well, I mean, sometimes I I get emotional, and that's just like who I am. But you know,
I think that
I feel like, I mean, I don't love him, but I mean, you know, I like this guy a lot.
Whoa. I'm worried about you, Danica,
Yeah.
because this is just the part where we find out what happened on the date, and you haven't even really been able to keep it together.
I'm totally getting it together now. Listen, yeah, I totally am all right now.
Okay. All right.
I don't know
Well, we'll play a song.
Oh.
Do we have to?
Come back. Call him and get your second date update, all right?
Okay.
I need you to be strong when we come back, okay?
I am. I'm totally gonna like wash my face and like get it together and
Okay.
regroup.
Okay, because if you cry twice to him, I guarantee that's going to scare him off.
I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna cry. Even if I get a little shaky, I'll hold the phone away from my mouth so that no one can hear.
If at any moment you just hang up the phone, I'll pretend like the connection dropped out. If you want to cry for a bit, and then I'll get you back on the phone after, okay?
Okay.
All right, just hang on.
I can do this. I can do this.
Okay, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
You know, normally during a second date update, it's the second part of the phone call when we get the couple on the phone together and they talk that tears come out.
Mm-hmm.
It's already happened a lot. And I'm actually hesitant to do today's second date update because I don't know if Danica, who is on the phone with us right now, can handle it. Danica, are you doing all right?
Yeah, I'm keeping it. I'm gonna try and keep it together. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you definitely need to. If you're just tuning in, Danica wants to call Mike. They met online, went out for a date. She was 5 minutes late for the date, but was very emotional about it. She was crying on the way to the date. When she got there, she tried to clean herself up, and then once she actually sat down with the guy, she lost it again and ended up crying during the date. And she isn't getting a call back, and I'm assuming, I don't know yet, but I'm guessing that's the reason why, Danica. It would be very weird for me to go out with a girl and have her cry on a first date.
I know. I mean, I know it seems weird, but that's why I'm gonna apologize to him and tell him I'm a normal person. You know.
Can I make one suggestion? Because I'm a person, I cry at every emotion. If you start to get emotional, pinch yourself. That's my trick. Because it helps you get out of your mindset of going down that path.
And then it hurts because you pinch yourself and you cry more because of the pain.
Ow!
Yeah. Oh, why'd you pinch me?
I'm willing to try anything, to be honest, and I will do it.
Do you feel strong right now? Do you feel like you could do it?
I do. Took some deep breaths, washed my face.
Okay. I'm going to dial the phone number right now, get him on the phone, and get your second date update.
Okay.
Okay.
You got this.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Mike, please?
This is Mike.
Mike, how you doing? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, where are you calling from?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show.
Okay. Did I win something?
No, you didn't. I'm calling you because we recently got an email from somebody who went out on a date with you.
Okay.
And she's been trying to get a second date, but you haven't been returning any of her phone calls or text messages. So she asked if I could get you on the phone and find out why.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. Her name is Danica, and I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that you remember this date.
Oh.
Yes, I do. So she emailed you to call me.
Yeah, it's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update.
That's a little awkward, but okay.
What did you think of Danica, first off?
I mean, Danica is a really sweet individual. I mean, she has a really great heart. I would just say that she is a very highly emotional person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Really?
We've talked to her about your date, and it was obvious from our conversation that she's very emotional.
Oh, okay, right. So then you got a little bit of that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a sensitive guy, and I'm a Pisces. I pick up on people's vibes, immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it, but I mean, I've never experienced anything like that date ever in my life.
She told us about it and how she was 5 minutes late, and she was very upset about that, and she had been crying before. And
my God, I thought, she ran in the restaurant, and
I had no idea what was going on. She had mascara down her face. And she was telling me about her dog named Monkey. And she literally, like, started crying hardcore at the table. And,
Did you think, like, at first, did you think, like, the dog died or something?
That's exactly what I thought. So I'm in shock, A, because of the way she was reacting to it, but then she was so honestly upset that it was making me upset. And I felt so bad for her, but I didn't know what to do. So she's freaking bawling, and I'm sitting here like she kind of got me teary-eyed, and and here we're like a mess sitting in the restaurant, like everybody's staring at us.
Oh my gosh!
Wow. Yeah, that would be awkward. That would definitely be awkward.
Yeah, it was the most awkward experience I've ever had in my life, and I feel bad for her. I mean, she's got a great heart.
Yeah, it sounds like she's a very sensitive person. I don't know what I would do if I was in your shoes. I'm a sucker when girls cry. Why do you think I can't ever break up with girls? Because they always like to cry as soon as you say, I don't want to be with you. And then I'm like, all right, well, we'll stay. So I don't know what I would do if I was in your shoes.
Yeah, and like finally when we left, I mean, I was pretty much in like a really weird mood afterwards. I mean, when someone is like deeply, deeply emotional for like an hour, like I was kind of a wreck, quite frankly.
I would have felt emotionally spent after that too.
I mean, that's the right word to use. Totally spent.
Oh my god!
All because she was 5 minutes late to your date.
Because she was late, and because she couldn't get her dog to use the bathroom or something. Like that's the craziest part.
Mike, I have to tell you this right now. Danica is actually on the phone listening.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am.
Hi, Mike. I'm so, first I just want to say, listening to you, the way that you just told our story was so sweet, and you're such a nice guy, and I don't know what to say.
Why are you crying now, Danica? You're gonna get me choked up here. Why are you crying?
Because I'm just trying to, I'm actually trying not to cry, and that's making me cry more.
Oh God, Danica.
Because I really care about you, and I really thought that, after all we talked about online, I just knew you're such a good person, and then I came, and then I ruined everything, and I totally a terrible. I just felt
no. Stop. You're not a terrible person. You didn't ruin anything. Okay, I am sorry that that I couldn't deal with the situation properly. I apologize.
But it's like we talked so many times, and was building up towards the date, and then I show up and I'm late, and that's so inconsiderate, and I felt so stupid. And
No. It's okay. You were late. I mean, it's that happens. It's not any reason.
Oh my gosh, honey.
No. Don't cry. Come on, Danica, don't.
Trying not to. I swear. I just wanna say that, and I know you've been avoiding my calls and my texts, and I understand.
I have, and I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Okay. Come on now. I mean, look, I'm an emotional guy too. I mean, how are we supposed to function as a normal couple if I'm so sensitive and in tune to you, and you're connected to your heart, right? I mean, how are we supposed to balance that? We'd be a walking mess, just like a basket case of emotions running around the street.
Are you saying you're concerned, Mike, that her being so emotional and you being so emotional, all you guys are going to do is sit around and cry together?
I mean, I'm not saying that I'm going to sit around and cry, but I mean, I'm saying that I'm going to feed into her feelings, and I'm going to want to, nurture that. But I just feel like that's focused. That's kind of the energy is too focused on one thing. I don't want it to be a negative situation.
I don't think it's negative, though. I mean, I don't think it's negative. Like, I think that you were, like, such a good, like, you showed me, like, what a good guy you were. Like, just, you know, sit there and you were so sweet to me and so comforting and, like, that's exactly the kind of guy I need.
Hey, look, you are sweet, okay? And that's why I was there. It's just... How are we supposed to function if we can't even have a conversation without you crying, you know?
Mike, would you be interested in trying to have a conversation with no tears with Danica?
I mean, if that's possible.
I can see if it's possible and ask you if you'd like to go out with Danica again. I'll pay for a second date for you guys.
It's possible, I swear.
What do you think, Danica? Do you think we can go no tears this time?
I promise. Like, I am like, I'm all cried out, you know? Like, I did it.
We can be happy and we don't have
Yes.
to, and if I'm late or you're late, it's going to be okay?
Well, I'm not going to be late.
Oh, my gosh.
And here's the thing.
Fair enough.
Here's the thing that you don't even know is that when I'm happy, like, I'm so happy.
Don't display you have major mood swings. Don't do that. I go from super happy to tears
Danica.
in the matter of seconds. All right. Well, Mike, so you will go out with Danica again?
Let's give it another try.
All right.
That is
awesome.
It's going to be amazing.
It already is.
I can't believe it's happening, Danica. You may have found, you're right, your dream man, all right?
I told you, Brooke,
Yeah.
this is so awesome.
Don't screw it up, okay? No more tears.
No more tears. I'm totally going to keep it together.
Okay. Congratulations, Danica. You got your second date.
Oh my God, thank you so much, you guys.
You're
welcome.
welcome.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Mike, thank you very much. I look forward to hearing back from you guys after you go out.
Okay, yeah, we'll keep you updated.
Today's second date update brought to you by Xanax.
Even a joke.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I think everybody in this room can agree on one thing. Nature blows.
What are you talking about? I love nature.
Nature ruins everything. It's always like in the way of a really cool area that you could build a sweet building.
Oh my gosh, you're awful.
There's like bugs and stuff out there that can hurt you.
Uh-huh.
And then dates. Nature ruins dates. Don't ever go on a date in nature. And if you need proof of that, we'll ask Josh, who's on the phone right now for a second date update. Once again, the curse that is Mother Nature ruined his date. What's up, Josh?
How you doing, guys?
Please tell me
Not
you don't
too bad.
agree with him, right, Josh?
I don't know. There's like ups and downs, right? Because I thought it was a great idea before this one. So like I don't fully agree, but I mean, there's moments.
Okay. There's moments when Mother Nature's just a
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
And this sounds like a case of just that, Josh, according to your email. So before we get into your situation, what's the name of the girl that you want to call today?
Her name is Rachel.
Rachel. Okay. And where did you meet Rachel?
I met her on Tinder.
Okay, and did you guys connect because you both love the great outdoors?
Yeah, I mean, kind of, yeah. We were talking about a couple things to do. You know, we matched up, and she likes hiking. I like hiking.
Doesn't everyone like hiking on dating profiles, though?
Yeah, that's the standard thing everybody puts. I like hiking and I'm into food.
It's like what you put down when you can't think of any real, true hobbies that you have.
But I do. I actually do like hiking. I always go hiking with my dog. My dog's name is Girlfriend.
Oh, my God, that's really cute.
Or desperate. Another way you look at it.
Josh, I'm telling you, you've already won a lot of brownie points.
Yeah, she's a good dog.
Okay, so you do want to do a second date update with your dog, or are you wanting to call this girl Rachel? Now I'm confused, Josh.
I want to call Rachel because she's the gal. She's the person that I wanted to. Yeah.
Okay. So how did hiking go with Rachel?
It was nice. We met in the parking lot. And then we walked down the path, got to there. It was about like 10 minutes into the day. We were laughing. We were having a good time talking. And Girlfriend was running around all up in front, all through the valley.
Oh, my God. I'm going to get so confused when you're calling your dog Girlfriend this entire thing.
I know. I'll just refer to her as my dog from now on, okay?
There you go.
That would be helpful, yeah. All right, so your dog's running around. You're out there with Rachel getting eaten by mosquitoes and sunburned probably.
No,
Sounds
stop.
horrible, but okay. You guys sound like you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah, we were having a good time. So I found this this rope swing. It's hanging from this solid branch just right in the middle of this valley, right? And then she gets on a swing, and I accidentally push her from like lengthwise down the valley, so she didn't have a place to step off of.
Wait, I'm
onto the
confused.
different sides of the valley. Does it make sense?
No, like, is this swing over a canyon or something? I don't understand when you're saying valley.
Yeah, it's like a slight valley where you can go up on one side of the valley and put your foot in a little knot on this little kind of swing thing, and you can kind of step off it and swing back and forth.
So it's like a rope swing that would go over water, but there's no water. There's just a
Exactly.
drop off.
Like it used to be a river, but it's now not a river.
Got it.
Okay, now this makes
so
more sense.
There's an opportunity that if you fell off into the valley or the dry riverbed or whatever, you could hurt yourself pretty badly.
Which is unfortunately what happened.
No!
Oh, no!
She fell off the rope swing onto the ground?
She got up on the rope swing, right? And I pushed her lengthwise down the valley, and she wasn't able to stop properly, and she tried to get off of it, and she got her foot stuck, and she accidentally fell onto the ground and scraped up her entire leg.
How did she react? I mean, obviously she's in pain, but like...
Well, I mean, obviously, like, I went over to see, like, how she was doing when she fell, but she was a little pissed, and she said, you know, clearly that's not the right way to push me.
That's kind of funny.
And I felt really bad. I ended up helping her up and getting her up off the ground, but I guess it ended up semi-okay. She ended up, like, leaning on me the entire way back, which was nice.
Wait.
But then I'm, like, in the back of my head, I was like, no, but she's hurt.
Yeah.
She had to limp the entire way back so badly that she had to lean on you for support?
It was kind of cute.
Uh-huh.
Great plan, Josh. I like it.
What happened at the end? Did she just get in her car and leave?
No, like, I asked her, I was like, so, I mean, this is, like, a terrible idea, but why don't we do something safer next time? How's that? Let's actually just go to dinner or something like that.
Oh.
And you said you've been texting. Has she stopped talking to you, or you guys are still kind of talking?
It's kind of like, it's just off and on. Like, she texts me, I text her. I really don't know. Like, it seems like she's blowing me off, but I don't know.
Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and find out if she is blowing you off. And if she isn't, it might ruin your chances of getting a second date. But we'll see in your second date update coming up right after this.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Josh is on the phone, and Josh is what we refer to as a swinger. That's right.
That's a good point.
And that might have ruined Josh's first date because Josh took his date for a little swinging action, and apparently when you swing too hard, people get hurt. You know what I'm saying, Josh?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Yep. If you missed the first part of today's second date update, Josh took a girl named Rachel hiking. They went hiking, and then they found a rope swing on the trail somewhere, and they swung back and forth on it. He did fine, and then when he pushed her the wrong way down like a little ravine or something, and she ended up falling because she couldn't get off the swing, and she scratched up her leg, and then they ended the date after he patched her up and sent her on her way. And she's been texting with him, but kind of giving him the blow-off, so we're going to find out if it's another case of swinging gone wrong when we call her in just a second. Any last thoughts, Josh?
No, I hope you guys can get to the bottom of this. She's very beautiful, and she was really fun. She has like a super symmetrical face.
What?
Okay.
That's okay. I mean, yes, she must be very photographic.
She's very photographic. You know what they say? Symmetrical faces are good genes. You know that's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Josh, I thought you were so normal until you just started analyzing the distance between her eyes.
Sorry, it's just I don't know. It's something that I noticed about. Anyway, she's very beautiful. And
just leave it there.
Okay. Here we go, Josh.
Oh,
We're going to find out why she doesn't want to go out with you. I'm going to dial her phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Rachel, please?
This is Rachel.
Hey, what's up, Rachel? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
This is a radio show?
Yes. We actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
What? From who?
Well, his name is Josh, and you guys recently went on a hike together.
Oh. Okay. Sure.
Can't tell if that's a good laugh or a not good laugh about Josh. Just still laughing.
Sorry, I was not expecting this call.
It's okay.
Wasn't expecting to be on the radio right now. Why is he sending you emails about me?
Well, because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out with somebody on a date and then end up blowing them off, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened. And Josh kind of thinks that you've been giving him the runaround.
I mean, I don't really think I blew him off.
Well, he says that you guys, have been texting a bunch, but you'll kind of disappear for a few days, and then every time he asks you out, you say you're busy.
I mean, I don't know. Some stuff has come up. I've had a couple extra work shifts happen. I don't know. It just hasn't been the easiest to meet back up with him right now.
But Rachel, when you really like somebody, you make time.
Okay, true. Yeah, I mean, sure.
Okay, so Rachel, should I just go back to Josh then and say, hey, Rachel absolutely wants to go out with you. She likes you a lot and she can't wait?
Okay. All right, please don't. No.
Okay, exactly. So obviously you don't really want to go out with him again. Can you tell us why?
I mean, he's a nice guy. He's fine. He just has some weird habits, I guess, or a couple of weird tendencies I found out. I don't know.
What are they?
I don't know. He's got weird ideas about his dog, I feel like.
Ideas?
Weird ideas about his dog?
I don't know.
He told us that the dog's name was Girlfriend, which I thought was kind of funny.
Yeah, charming.
Yeah, it was kind of cute, but then I don't know, it's just kind of creepy in the long run, I felt like.
Really?
It was creepy. Okay, now I'm really concerned because you said weird ideas about his dog, and now the word creepy has come up. Should we be on the phone with police and not you?
No, I mean, it's nothing that shocking, I guess, or that, I don't know.
Are you just not a person that likes dogs very much? Maybe.
No,
you're not.
I love dogs. I have pets. I love my pets. It's just I don't make out with them in front of people.
What?
Oh, that's
make out?
That's a bold statement there, Rachel. Is Josh making out with Girlfriend?
A little. I mean.
Ew, what?
Oh,
what
really?
Do you mean?
Okay, now you really have to explain, Rachel.
It was an open face kiss.
What?
Whoa.
Like open mouth?
Okay,
You're saying
let's rewind here a second, Rachel. So now you really have to explain. When did he make out with this dog in front of you?
After we took a little hike, we found like this swing, like a little rope swing. And, to cut to the point, I ended up getting hurt.
Okay.
Ended up falling.
Yeah.
And it's not that I'm really upset about getting hurt, like I'm accident prone, like whatever. But it was just when he came to check on me, he was, asking how I was. He was checking, looked at my leg. And then he was like, hey, do you want my dog to like lick your wounds?
What? Wait,
Yeah.
Was he being serious? Like your bloody open wounds on your leg? He wanted.
Yeah, like I was just cut like all down my leg, like I have a big gash like on my thigh. And I mean, like I was still kind of coming out of it from like just the shock of like falling and like getting myself back together. And he was just like, no, like he's like treating it like, the dog's tongue was medicinal. And he was just like, no, there's enzymes in the tongue and it helps break down things. Like this is how dogs, heal their wounds in the wild. Like they just lick it back to health. It'll stop the bleeding. And I was like, okay, can you just like pour some water on it? Give me your t-shirt maybe. Like.
So you didn't take him up on the dog lick, huh?
I didn't.
Okay,
I didn't. I just felt a little weird about it.
Where does the dog makeout session happen?
Well, like after I was like, I don't know, and he was just like, no, look, it's fine. And so then he just gave Girlfriend a big kiss in front of me. And that just made me wonder, how much more is he doing this? Is he carrying around mouthwash? Was he expecting me to kiss him after that? Like, I don't know. It was like, there's a few thoughts in my head after that.
And I hate to ask for more graphic detail, but was it like tongue to tongue dog kiss? Like he like opened his mouth?
Yeah, the tongues kind of came out. There's definitely some licking exchanges on the faces.
They were licking each other.
Yeah, there was just like there was a lot of licking action around the mouth. Just like full lip contact on the nose.
Excuse me, there's nothing wrong with that.
I would think a lot of people would argue with you.
Oh my God.
Is that Josh on the phone?
Yeah, actually it is. He's been on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Hi, Rachel. I had no idea that was what the thing was that you thought was weird.
I mean, it was a little off-putting. It was just, it irked me a little in the end, I think.
Okay, but no, let me explain. Like, I wanted to show you how clean a dog's mouth was. I wasn't making out with the dog. I wanted to show you how clean it was so it would lick your leg.
Hey, well, your tongues were touching, so it really looked like you were heading for a makeout sesh to me.
Well, yes, our tongues were touching, but that was just to prove to you that dogs have clean mouths, you know?
I mean, that's fine. I've had a dog lick me before. I just don't do it like that on purpose. Like, I understand. It's fine. I mean, I'm just not trying. I'm not trying to have that dog be my doctor right now and lick my wounds.
No, I get it. I thought it would be good. I thought it would be useful. I don't know.
Josh, one, I don't know that your facts about dogs having clean mouths are true. I think that's an old wives' tale. And two, why on earth would you think it's a good idea to, one, kiss your dog and then offer to have your dog clean up, I mean, essentially a stranger's wounds?
Mm-hmm. The simplest way that I can actually say it is that dog saliva has a lot of white blood cells in it it's very good to help clean out wounds, clean out scrapes, get all the gravel outside of, Look, I mean, like, even if you have a sunburn, girlfriend can lick that right off for you.
Oh, my gosh, Josh, that is so wrong.
Josh, it sounds like you've done a lot of research in finding reasons for your dog to lick you.
I have not to lick me. No, just to, like, heal.
No, just stick with aloe vera, Josh. That is weird, man.
And Tylenol, stuff like that.
To me, I don't know. It's a little gross. I mean, we were out in the woods that day anyway, so you don't know what she was already licking up off the ground, what she was sniffing, like...
Anything that goes in that mouth is going to be cleaned out by that mouth.
Okay, Josh. All right. Let's leave
Good point,
the mouth
Josh.
out of it.
That's what they say, right?
Oh, God.
Right, Rachel.
Why did you...
Rachel, after hearing everything that you just heard, Josh and his dog would love it if you would go out on a second date with them. Would you be interested? We will pay for it.
I'm sorry, but I think I'm going to have to pass.
Yeah. I mean, probably for a lot of reasons. I mean, you definitely would always be second tier to girlfriend anyway.
Exactly. He's already got one girlfriend, so I don't want to be number two.
No.
Yeah.
I am making a mistake, Rachel. This girlfriend's just the one little facet of my life. My tongue, it works in many different ways, Rachel.
Oh, that's so gross.
You hear that, Rachel?
I'm hoping.
Are you sure? You're sure you don't want to go out with Josh and his mysterious tongue?
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. Yeah.
That is a hard pass, Josh.
It really didn't help your case.
Well, unfortunately, Josh, it just has to be you and your dog for a little while, which I don't think you're gonna mind very much. So I think you're good, actually.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I feel like more people just have random hookups at Halloween parties than any other type of party.
Yeah.
You know, because you think about it, like you're out there, girls are kind of dressed sexy, guys are dressed in their macho, superhero costumes or like a barbarian and their shirts off, and everybody's already kind of letting it all hang loose, so you're a little bit more relaxed, ready to hook up. And plus, if you're, playing a different character, it's not even you that's doing it. It's like, hey, I'm Yoda, and Yoda gets to have sex with whoever he wants to tonight.
I've been a man for the last 3 Halloweens, and that attracts an entirely different type of audience.
Exactly. Mandy, who is on the phone with us to do a second date update right now, was at a Halloween party, and she had a little fun herself. Right, Mandy?
I did. I had a lot of fun, actually.
How much fun did you have, Mandy?
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's what we like to hear. So tell us a little bit about the party before we get into the person who you want us to call today.
Yeah, it was this giant Halloween house party.
Those are always fun. What'd you go dressed as?
A sexy kitty.
Oh, very creative.
All right, so you were in your sexy kitty gear, and
I had my ears and my cute tail and, my cute little outfit.
so it was a huge party?
It was a huge party,
All right.
Massive. Like, I'm surprised we didn't get shut down. And so, I meet this guy, and he's dressed as a pirate, like a hot pirate.
Was this the beginning of the night, or were you like quite a few drinks in by the time you met Pirate Man?
I was probably maybe like 2 drinks in, but I don't usually get sloppy and stuff like that. Like, I'm pretty with it.
The thing about costume parties that I've noticed, Mandy, pirates get chicks.
Oh, yeah,
They do. Pirates always get girls. Every time I'm at a costume party, the pirate always has a girl with him. Zombies, not so much, but pirates get chicks.
Pirates can even wear that costume not on Halloween and get chicks.
Yeah.
I think Johnny Depp had something to do with it.
Yeah, that's it. You see a pirate, and you automatically think Johnny Depp.
Yeah, and I mean, he was looking really good. And so we start chatting, and then we're having a drink together. We start dancing and grinding on the dance floor.
Yeah. Get it, Pirate Man.
Like, sexy kitty. Like, I had to be careful of his sword. Like, his,
What do you mean by that?
Which one?
Yeah, and not the one on his waist, I mean, like, whoa. So...
So he was grinding his sword into your hip, and that's when you knew that he was also interested in you.
Yeah, and then we start making out right on the dance floor, and he's whispering things into my ear, and he's making me laugh. So we find a room. We went upstairs, and we were messing around. Like, he ripped off my tail. I was like, oh my God, and it's so not me. Like, I usually don't do that. I mean, we didn't go all the way, but we almost,
So you did stuff.
Certain bases.
A lot. Yeah, we went around the ballpark.
Okay, so you did a lot. So what happened after your little rendezvous?
Yeah.
Well, we went back, and we were kind of dancing again, and I'm blushing or whatever, and he says he'll be right back. He's going to go get a drink.
Mm-hmm.
And 15 minutes go by, and he never came back.
What? Did he leave the party, or did you run into him again later?
I mean, I looked for him, and so I went up to the guy who was hosting the party, and I mean, this is super embarrassing, but I couldn't remember the guy's name, or maybe I just didn't get his name. I mean, it was really awful, so I had to go and ask the host what his name was. Like, who was the pirate? What's the guy's name? I mean, it was really, it was embarrassing.
Yeah.
So he told me the pirate's name was Jonathan, and then I asked the host for Jonathan's number, and he gave it to me.
Okay.
And I sent him a text, like, hey, it's Mandy, sexy kitty kind of thing. And I waited a couple days, and then I wrote him again, like, hey, are you okay? Like, what's going on? And then I made an making a reference.
Making a joke about his pirate costume. And he hasn't responded to you at all?
No, it's weird. I've texted him twice, and he hasn't responded at all.
But Mandy, do you really think it's that weird? I mean, you didn't even know the guy's name.
Yeah, but okay, Brooke, we had serious chemistry, and I think when you have chemistry with a guy, it's not just a random hookup. There was something definitely there.
So you don't think it was just a one night thing, or he messed around with you and then was like, oh God.
No, I keep playing, it in my head, what went wrong? Am I too easy? Even though I wasn't maybe I was that night, but what happened?
For him to take off like that, I feel like maybe he might have a girlfriend or something, and then you guys messed around, and he was like, I have got to leave. I'm at my friend's house, and now I just messed around with this sexy kitty. No matter how sexy the kitty is, you shouldn't be messing around on your girlfriend. So he probably decided to run out. I mean, that would be my guess.
Unless he's a real pirate, and he had to charter a boat somewhere.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe it wasn't even a Halloween costume.
Yeah. I mean, I hope he doesn't have a girlfriend because, I'd really like to see him again.
All right. Well, we're going to play a song, come back, get him on the phone, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
It just dawned on me that I think I know what Mandy's problem might be. Mandy, who was on the phone for a second date update, isn't getting a call back from this guy named Jonathan. She met him at a Halloween party. He was dressed up as a pirate. They messed around, did a lot of, quote, stuff together. And he took off and split from the party, or she couldn't find him, didn't even really know his name, went up to the host of the party and had to find out, like, who's the guy in the pirate costume? I liked him a lot, and I want his phone number. So that's how she got his information. Mandy, do you think that maybe the host of the party gave you the wrong phone number, and you've been trying to call a different pirate, and he has no idea who you are, and that's why you're not getting a call back?
I don't think so. No.
Were there a lot of other pirates there?
I mean, I think I saw one other pirate, but I mean, I specified the hot pirate.
All right. Well, in
That makes sense.
in that case, if you specified the hot pirate, do you think that maybe the host of the party, your friend, thought that he was hot and didn't want to give you the right number and the right contact info because he wants to get a piece of that pirate? Do you think that's a possibility?
No, I don't think that's
All
a
right.
possibility.
Okay, so our original thought then is that maybe he has a girlfriend, or maybe he just thought you were like a one-night thing and then wanted to get out of there and felt awkward after you guys messed around.
I hope not. I mean, I just actually like to go on a date with him.
All right. Well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now, get him on the phone, and see if we can find out why he basically ditched you.
Okay.
Sorry to put it that way, but that's what he did. All right. I'm gonna dial the phone number right now, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Hello?
Hey, can I speak to Jonathan, please?
This is he.
How are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
How you doing?
All right.
Is this Jonathan that was dressed up as a pirate just a few days ago at a Halloween party?
Yeah.
Perfect. This is the Jonathan that I want to talk to.
What are you guys calling me for?
I'm calling you because at that party, you had an encounter with a listener of ours.
Okay.
She was dressed as a sexy kitten, and she's been trying to get a hold of you ever since that party. And she emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone and ask you why.
Are you freaking serious?
Yeah. She told us that you guys met at a huge Halloween party. You were dressed as a pirate. She was dressed as a sexy kitty. You guys did stuff in a room in that house party, and she found your phone. Okay. And I'll tell you how. Okay. And I'll tell you how she got your phone number. She said that she didn't remember your name or anything else after that, and she talked to the host of the party. He gave her your info, and that's why she's been texting you, trying to get a hold of you, because she liked you a lot more than just a one-night thing and would like to see you again.
I definitely do not want to see her again.
You didn't see it as, you guys had chemistry and things were clicking.
Didn't tell you guys what she does for a living?
No.
No, she didn't tell us what she does for a living.
Oh, God.
What is
What does she do for a living that's so bad that you don't want to call her back? Like, I mean, did you like her other than her job? Did you like her?
Yeah, but it's a really bad job.
So wait,
What is it?
You were ready to call her back until you found out what it was, even.
Yes. She's a prostitute.
What? How do you know that?
Yeah, she's a prostitute.
What do you?
She's a You think that her job is a prostitute?
I know that her job is a prostitute.
How? Did she ask for money after you guys hooked up in that room?
No, I left before she could.
What? You were trying. Is it like a dine and dash?
Are you just assuming that she's a prostitute?
I didn't know she was a prostitute when I hooked up with her.
Explain to me why you think she's a prostitute.
So after we went upstairs and hooked up, we were heading back downstairs, and I went over to my buddies to be like, yo, I just hooked up with this girl. And then when I pointed out that it was Sexy Kitten, they all started cracking up. And they were like, dude, she's a hooker. It's like, no freaking way. She's not a hooker. They're like, no, seriously, there are like 10 of them here. And apparently, I don't know if she told you, like, this party was like epic. It was like the biggest Halloween party I've ever been to.
Okay.
And apparently the dude that was throwing the party had hired all these prostitutes to show up. And she happened to be one of them. And my idea of like a prostitute, I would not think a prostitute would be attractive.
Yeah, but don't you think if she was a prostitute, she would have tried to charge you? Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what they do.
Well, she's been trying to like text me, and that's what I figured is going on. Like with her, that's why she's.
You're scared that she's trying to track you down to get money out of you because.
Yes.
Yeah, but all right, hey,
Oh
Jonathan. Usually they will like get money beforehand.
How do you
I
know,
have
Jubal?
I have trouble thinking that she is a prostitute. You're certain of this?
It was like trick prostitute. It was like you didn't let me know. It was like prostitute entrapment.
So you think she did like a bait and switch, like she messed around with you, and then she was going to be like, "Oh, by the way, you owe me $600 for that little thing."
Absolutely. That's why I ducked out. My friends were like, "Hey, sexy kitten's looking for you," so I just got the out of there.
That's why you left.
That is insane.
Yes.
Well, why don't we ask her if she's a prostitute, Jonathan?
You think I'm a prostitute?
You freaking kidding me? Holy she's on the phone?
Yes, she is.
Dude, you guys are in on this now, too?
No, I'm not. We're not trying to get payment. We're trying to get you to talk to Mandy because she wants to go out with you again.
No, I don't want to go out with her again. Did you guys hear what I just said? She's a prostitute.
I'm not a prostitute.
Yes, you are.
Oh, my God. I can't believe you freaking think I'm a ass prostitute. Oh, my God.
No, Mandy, he didn't say he said he thought you did a good job.
I never said I just said prostitute.
Oh, my God. I'm humiliated. I'm not a prostitute.
Then why were you looking for me?
What? Because I liked you. Because I wanted to keep dancing and kissing you. But not because I was trying to track you down for $600.
Why would other people accuse you of that if you weren't a prostitute? That makes no sense.
Maybe because your guy friends in your life are idiots and fools, and they were just trying to, like, take the piss out of you. I don't know, because they're idiots. That's why.
Dude, there's no way that they would lie to me about that.
Jonathan, I don't know what I can... Like, I'm not a prostitute. I live at home with my mom and my dad. I'm going to school for public health. Like, I don't know. Do you want to come look at my chemistry books? Do you want to look at my phone? I mean, this is ridiculous.
I don't know, but what I know is there were prostitutes at that party, and people pointed out you and said that you were one, and I trust my friends. I don't know you. I know them, and I don't think that they would lie to me.
Were you paid to be at the party, Mandy? Like as maybe like a shot girl or something?
No. This is so ridiculous. Jonathan, if I were a prostitute, why would I be calling you via a radio show?
Yeah,
So-
good point. Good point. Yeah.
That is a good point, Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan.
If Mandy is a prostitute like you think, I doubt that she would email us to try to collect payment from you.
That's her name.
In a radio segment.
Maybe she's not a very smart prostitute. I don't know.
Jonathan, I will have you know that there are many smart prostitutes out there, and I won't let you speak ill of them.
Ivy League educated,
Yeah.
okay?
I believe Mandy.
I don't think Mandy's a prostitute.
Yeah.
I really don't, Jonathan.
Yeah, I mean, this sucks that you think that I'm a prostitute. I mean, I don't know what to say. I think maybe why don't you try going out with me, and I think you can judge for yourself.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the story of your guys' first date? I thought she was a hooker.
I don't know. I mean, like, you don't sound like a prostitute.
You know what? Yeah, I agree. Because, prostitutes, they have that tone to their voice, that prostitutone
Inflection.
in their voice. And you can tell just by listening to them. Yeah, it's a raspy thing that they have, and Mandy doesn't have that. Jonathan, would you go out on a second date with Mandy? We will pay for it. The only person that will be spending any money on this will be me.
Come on, man.
And I won't give you a bill for whatever, $600. I don't know. I don't even know what the rate is.
It's anywhere from 60 to then it can just go up from there. Okay, anyway, Mandy.
We don't need to be schooled in the cost of prostitution.
Jonathan, will you go out with Mandy again? We will pay for it.
Yeah, let's do it.
You'll do it?
That's good.
All right, Mandy,
Yeah, I'll do it.
you still want to go out with Jonathan even though he called you a prostitute?
I know. I'm kind of like now thinking about this. I know I probably shouldn't after all the things that he's just said and accused me of, but yeah, no, I want to. I really like this guy. Why? I mean, yeah.
All right, well, there you go. Successful second date. Congratulations, Mandy.
Thanks.
Thank you. And I think that probably is just a very genius way of collecting payment. Good job.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The guy on the phone for a second date update today has a lot in common with me.
Uh-oh.
He's a rapper.
Oh. Okay.
You know, I spit a rhyme from time to time. I just did right there. I didn't even know it.
Never heard you rap in my life.
Sean is his name. Sean's on the phone right now. He wants to do a second date update with a girl named Kelsey. Sean, how you doing?
I'm all right.
So you're a rapper and you met this girl at one of your shows?
Well, she was there to see the show, and I saw her in the audience, and then I asked one of my guys who was on stage, the hype man, could he bring her backstage?
Oh, there you go.
Really?
All right.
So you just liked her because she was super hot then?
I mean, based off of outer appearance, yes.
Yeah. And you're not looking out in the crowd going like, I bet she has a great personality. I need her backstage right now because I bet you she can make me laugh back there.
That girl seems quirky, bro.
Yeah.
That would be so amazing if that was true, though.
So you had her brought backstage. What was your first impression when you started talking to her?
She seemed like a real person. Like, she didn't deal with the fake, and I like that when people can get straight to the point and be blunt.
And did you guys actually go out on a date, or are you considering hanging out backstage your first date?
Well, we went to the bar after the show.
Okay.
So you haven't like met up with her for dinner or anything. You just hung out with her that night.
I'm trying to now.
I'm sorry. If a rapper is like, hey, come backstage, I'm thinking that I'm going to start making out with a guy. Did you guys make out?
I wanted to while we were conversing, but I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
What was the conversation like when you guys were at the bar? Did everything seem cool?
Yeah, it seemed cool. We talked about our likes and dislikes, the normal conversation.
And she's for sure single, because you just pick a random girl out of the crowd.
Well, yeah, she said she was single, and I was really feeling her vibe. There was good vibrations coming from her, and I was giving them back, and we seemed like we were really hitting it off.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you, because, I mean, I do stand-up comedy. And sometimes you meet somebody after a show, and like if you hang out and have drinks and they go away, usually I'm like, whatever. I don't meet people at shows where I'm like, I have to contact her again. So what about her makes you want to track her down?
Well, honestly, it was her look, and she was definitely smart. She had a thing about her. She wasn't like the typical girl that I would meet after a show.
In your email, you said that there's a reason you think she's not calling you back. What's the reasoning?
Well, the night that we hung out, later that night, I texted her kind of late, so maybe there was a misunderstanding and she thought it was for a booty call or something. I'm not sure.
What did you text her? What'd you say?
Are you up?
Yeah.
That's a booty
If
call
you get
text.
a text after like 10 o'clock at night that says, are you up? That usually means, hey, can I come over and we do it?
No, I had just left from over there like a few hours ago, but I was having trouble sleeping, so I was wondering if she wanted to talk.
You really wanted to talk.
Sort of.
Yeah,
Sorta.
exactly. Just admit to what the text message was.
In all honesty, if she would have told me I could come over, I would have been there in a heartbeat. But
Yeah.
I was just trying to talk. Like I enjoyed her company, and I liked how she conversed.
So you're actually looking for, you could see a relationship with this girl.
It's a possibility because, again, we only hung out once, but I like to get to know her better.
So the reason you think she's not calling you back is because you think she thinks you were trying to do a booty call.
I hope that's not it, but yes.
That's exactly what I would have thought.
Have you tried to send her any texts other than that one?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. Oh, no. And what did those say, and how many?
Maybe like 3 or 4 other ones, but she doesn't respond, so.
Are you only texting her late at night after your shows?
Sometimes before I went on stage, there was one text said, hey, I'm about to go on.
All right.
Switch it
How
up
do you
a
even
little.
respond to that? Like, good job.
All right, well, we're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Thanks, I really appreciate it.
All right.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's time for your second date update. Sean went out with a girl named Kelsey. I don't know what rhymes with Kelsey at all.
Chelsea?
Chelsea could. So Kelsey is not Chelsea. And they went out. You see what I mean? I was talking about earlier how I'm a rapper too.
Yeah.
Filthy, bro. Bars.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. Bars for days. It's time for your second date update. If you don't understand why I was doing that, Sean is on the phone, and Sean is a rapper. He actually met the girl that he wants us to call today at one of his shows. He was on stage performing, saw her, liked her, sent one of his guys to go grab her and bring her backstage. They talked for a while, even had drinks at the bar, but now she's not texting or calling him back. He's texted her a few times. He thinks the reason that she's not getting back is because later that night, after he dropped her off, he sent her a text saying, "Are you up?" Which is international code for, hey, I want a booty call. And so he's thinking that maybe she thinks that's all he's about. Sean, are you about ready to give her a call?
Yes, please.
Do you have like something prepared that's sweet to say to her to prove that you're really interested?
No, but I can.
Okay, think about something.
Yeah, you might want to think about it while we're talking to her. I'm going to dial her phone number right now, get her on the phone, and see why she's not calling you back, okay?
Thank you.
Yep, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Kelsey, please?
this is she.
Hey, Kelsey, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay, I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. I'm glad to be speaking with you.
Thanks. What can I do for you?
Well, you can start by telling me why you're not calling my boy Sean back.
Sean?
Yep. You know Sean?
That just got a little awkward.
I'm calling you because Sean, a guy that you hung out with a little while ago, emailed us for a second date update.
He did?
Yes, he did. He told us about how he met you at one of his shows and you guys talked for a while, but you haven't been texting him or calling him back, and he really was hoping to see if you guys could go out again, so he emailed us to give you a call.
Okay. This is so awkward. Look, I didn't mean to seem to lead this guy on, but I mean, we only met each other once. I don't know why he's like putting this on the radio and everything.
Because he wants to see you again.
Yeah.
Is there a particular reason why you're not answering any of Sean's text messages?
He's a really nice guy, but I just don't think I'm really interested in seeing him again.
Okay, can you tell us why, though? Because he sent us an email. He really wants to know.
Do I really need to tell him? I mean, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Can he just leave it at that?
I mean, I guess it's up to you. You don't have to tell him or you don't have to tell us, but he's curious. He would like to know. I mean, if he's doing something wrong, maybe he could fix it for future girls that he wants to take out.
Well, he's not doing anything wrong. It just didn't work out.
So he didn't do anything wrong, so why not see him again?
Actually, I don't want to see him again because I'm seeing somebody else right now, and, you know, it's kind of going well, and I want to keep it that way.
Oh, so you had a boyfriend or you were dating somebody?
No, I was single when I met him. I just met another guy at the concert, and that's been going really well for me, and
Okay, so you met some other dude at the concert.
Well, actually, before I met Sean, I had drinks with somebody else, and this guy and I hit it off a lot better than Sean and I did, so...
Who is this dude?
work.
Who is this dude that's moving in on Sean's territory?
Whoa, I am not territory, first of all. And secondly,
I'm just joking, Kelsey.
secondly, the guy's name was Royce, and he was really cool. We really clicked well.
Really? Hold on. Isn't that Royce? Really?
Hey, Sean, hold on. I haven't told her that you're on the other line yet. Kelsey, that's Sean. He was actually listening to the conversation.
What? Like, I know Royce. He's a sleazebag. You're not talking to me because of Royce?
What?
Really?
Wow.
What's going on right
Okay.
now?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, Kelsey, that's how these things work. We kind of find out the reason that you're not calling somebody back, and they listen on the other line. Who is Royce?
Yeah, what's his...
Royce is the hype guy who went and grabbed her for me.
Oh, really?
Are you serious?
And he had drinks with her first?
Clearly, this is ridiculous.
Oh, my God.
So your boy who you're like, hey, go grab that girl. He did grab her, I guess.
I can't believe this happened. Kelsey, really?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, but, you know, we got along really well.
You do realize it's my hype man, right?
Okay. I don't see why that would affect how I feel about him. I mean, we've been getting along really well. He's a really cool guy.
Sean, have you actually talked to Royce about Kelsey not calling you back and everything, too?
Yeah, we actually talked a few times about it, and he played dumb on the whole idea. He was like, I don't know what's going on.
Wow.
messed
So
up.
one of the dudes in your own group moved in on Kelsey.
I really feel like this is bullshit, and I don't understand why Royce would do this and be lying to me. And two, why Kelsey would choose this guy over me.
I mean, he was a great guy. That's all there is to it. I really enjoyed spending time with him. I have the right to choose who I want to hang out with.
Kelsey, can Royce do this? Mr. Seductive, a.k.a. counterproductive, stay doing nothing, but how do you trust him? I tell you, I'm changing the substance of your bodily functions from making you love him, a.k.a. verbal mental thugging. Basically, it's mental drugging. Now, come here. Let me get you more comfortable. As I flip you out of something, I commence to love it. My hobby is playing verbal volley from the list of things. You like the word wrestle, probably.
Would you stop laughing?
That was really good, though.
It was pretty good. Kelsey, you sure you don't want to think about it? Will you go out on a second date with Sean? We will pay for it. I think you should.
Yeah,
because that was pretty good.
He's like a good rapper, and he's really sweet.
Yeah, see?
I don't like you. That's the thing. Like, drop it. You barely know me. You barely know me. Find another girl at the concert. Like, really.
All right.
I mean,
Sorry, Sean.
Was it? You think it was the lyrics?
No, I don't think it was the lyrics.
Good. The lyrics were good.
What are you going to do now, though, that I mean, you have to go back to your buddy Royce.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm still going to beat his ass.
How many people are there in your group, by the way?
4 of us.
All right, it's about to be 3.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.